2016 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic on SUV TV. Sponsored by CBA Sports, your sports construction specialist. Deed Chain, great acts are made up of small deeds. Shot Tracker, unleash your game, automatic real-time stats for every level of play. And Gatorade, the thirst quencher.
And welcome back to the Jared Cook Classic, moments away from getting the second of 5 games here on day one started. This matchup features Sandy Creek taking on Peachtree Ridge, as we have a Fayette County representative taking on another Gwinnett County team here in Peachtree Ridge. Sandy Creek Patriots coach by head coach Anthony McKissick, while Peachtree Ridge has Coach Keith Arrington roaming the sidelines on their end. Sandy Creek with the first possession. Shot off the mark there as it was taken by number 11, KJ Wilkins. Wilkins had 24 points in Sandy Creek's win over Forest Park. Their game prior to this one. That's the silky smooth jumper from the wing, knocked down by number 24, Devin Vassell. Vassell gives us our first points of the contest. Got a traveling violation going to go against Jared Godfrey of Sandy Creek. Some contact on the play. No foul call, but the traveling violation will give it back to the Lions of Peachtree Ridge. Peachtree Ridge leads by a trifecta. Trying to match it. Mission accomplished there by Jared Godfrey. That's the way to respond. You got some contact, didn't get the call you wanted. No use in pouting. Come back, knock down a triple, tie us up at 3 apiece here in first quarter action. Lions playing their first regular season contest. Won a scrimmage versus Archer there in the preseason. Wheeling, dealing inside and earning a trip to the free throw line. Here is TJ Bickerstaff.
Foul is charged to number 24, Vassell. His first, team first.
That foul going to go against Vassell, so that will send Bickerstaff to the free throw line. Definitely a player to watch for Coach McKissick's Sandy Creek squad. Bickerstaff with 22 points there in their last contest. Sandy Creek comes in 1-1 on the season. Lost a 75-69 matchup against Fayette County there in that rivalry game to open up the season, but they came out and took it out on poor Forest Park that next game, winning 101-62. So safe to say they used that first game as fuel. Turnover. Here comes Williams. Here's Godfrey. Godfrey gets it out to KJ Wilkins, who can't get it to go. Rebound fought for and saved initially, but they can't get the follow-up layup to drop. Rebound in traffic there by Tamir Harrison Chester. The officials letting them play early on in this one. Letting some contact go on both sides. Consistency.
Foul is charged to number 2, Bickerstaff.
So we're going to have a trip to the line coming here for number 33. Shaz Malu at the line. Malu misses that one off the back of the rim.
Good kick up, Tamir. Good job.
Offensive board. Can't get it to go, but working hard to try to get another shot on goal. There is Izu Onyekachi for Peachtree Ridge. Can't get it to go, but they will keep the possession. 5-3, a 2-point lead for Sandy Creek. Vassal's already got one triple. Flashing and floating that one up over the outstretched arm of TJ Bickerstaff. Nice bucket there by Vassal. He will be a key scoring option for Peachtree Ridge throughout this season. This Sandy Creek matchup included. We'll have a second trip to the charity stripe coming up for TJ Bickerstaff. First free throw good for Bickerstaff. Bickerstaff struggled a little bit in their opening loss to Fayette County. Just 10 points on 3 of 12 shooting in that contest. So credit to Fayette County there for a player that has the length and athleticism to be a problem game in and game out. They did a good job making things as tough as possible for him, but not a player that will have those kind of games too often. Makes it 5-7. That second free throw bounces in. Attacking the offensive glass there was Chris Collins. Left that tip in just short. So we are under 5 minutes here in the first quarter. So the North Gwinnett Rims being kind to the Patriots here over the past 2 possessions. First on the Bickerstaff free throw there on the mid-range jumper by Jared Godfrey. Strong take. Collins couldn't get the tip in there. He's able to knife through 2 defenders and lay that one up. 7-9. Bickerstaff looking to go to work. Good defense being played by Onyekachi. Not the best spacing. Bickerstaff takes a 3-pointer, misses the shot. It was Jester with the rebound, couldn't get it to go. Collins. Chris Collins has 5 points early on. Peachtree Ridge is taking a 1-point advantage. Wilkins, that one knocked away, sticks with it. Can't get that one to go. Rebound by Collins in traffic. He's fouled on the play. We'll have a substitution for Peachtree Ridge. Coming in will be number 22, Darius Moss. We take a look at our assistant basketball coach replay. If you haven't downloaded the app, be sure to do so. Helps you work on your game. Some of the work bearing fruit there. As you see that nice lay-in there by Chris Collins. 10-11. Foul going to go against number 0, Cameron Miller for Sandy Creek. You can be smart on the defensive end. With the way these refs have called the first few minutes, you won't have to worry about ticky-tack fouls too much. They're letting them play. Really only calling the obvious. Baseline drive, but a turnover as it's cut off. Miller just called for the foul, comes up with the steal. 3-pointer on the way. Was a good look for KJ Wilkins, couldn't get it to fall. Couple Lions ahead of the pack. Easy lay-in scored there. Excuse me, Mr. Official. Says Darius Moss. So he'll lay that one in. Substitution in for Peachtree Ridge, number 21, Hiram Maxey. As Shaz Malu will have a seat wide open in the corner. Was Moss, couldn't get it to go after his layup. Ball being tapped around. Traveling violation going to go against Moss. I didn't see that one. Looked like the pivot was set from here, but I did have a lot of bodies in the way. Official with a much better angle. And most importantly, more authority as it relates to calls in the game. Getting a breather here for Peachtree Ridge will be Onyekachi. He's subbed in for, or replaced by Sean Williams, number 44 for Peachtree Ridge. Onyekachi coming in with some good stature. Sean Williams even bigger. Peachtree Ridge will be without Connor Hayward. He is a glue guy, to say the least. Helmet and lunch pail type player. Does everything from knock down threes to play the role of enforcer. Often guarding the best player on the other team, does Connor Hayward. He will be taking this game off as Peachtree Ridge was just eliminated by Roswell in yesterday's GHSA football playoffs.
Number 22, Moss is first.
It's Cameron Miller. He's at the wrong free throw line. We'll see if the refs let him get away with it. No, they won't. He'll step back. This is that one off the front of the rim. If he was at the previous line, if he was at the line in front of that, that would have been money, just based off the way it was lined up. Unfortunately, can't go down that way. Sandy Creek subbing in number 4, Eric Williams. As Miller makes that one from the right distance to make it 14-12. Sandy Creek with a 2-point advantage. Baseline drive. Hiram Maxey got caught with nowhere to go, brought it down. It looked like that one was going to be swatted out of play. Three from the corner, long rebound, tipped around, and it's going to be Moss that picks it up. Moss misses the shot. Chose to go right hand, left side. Jumper along the baseline, missed, but the Patriots come up with the offensive board. Second set of Patriots we've had on the floor here today. It was the Heritage Patriots getting a lopsided victory over the Brookwood Broncos in game 1 of this year's Jarrett Cook Classic. It was a valiant effort by the Broncos as they nearly brought things closer, thanks to the play of Donald Parham and Trey Higginbotham on the offensive end, but it was just too much Heritage for a two-man scoring team to contend with when it came to Brookwood. He had good games from Byron Abrams, the Florida Atlantic commit. Isaiah Banks, who holds an offer from UTEP, but will have a few more as the course of this season rolls along. As well as Jordan Thomas, who had some early foul trouble, picking up 3 fouls in the first half, but was able to come in and make key second half contributions. So Sandy Creek trying to be the second Patriots team to get a victory here on day 1. Talk about a quick release for Peachtree Ridge's Chris Collins. Can't see that one go, even though he's got 2 triples here so far in the first quarter. See if Sandy Creek will hold for the last shot here. Cameron Miller with the ball, has it poked away, about 5 seconds to work with. Put it on the deck, hanging and getting the roll. There is number 11, KJ Wilkins. So Wilkins makes sure Sandy Creek ends the first quarter on a scoring note. We'll step away and be back with more Jarrett Cook Classic here from North Gwinnett High School.
I got a high ankle sprain going for a rebound.
Injuries are part of playing.
I got hit catching a pass and broke my collarbone.
So it's good to know that the sports medicine doctors, therapists, and athletic trainers at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta are experts at treating young athletes. If your child suffers any kind of sports-related injury,
I got hit and dislocated my shoulder.
bring him to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
Back out of the quarter break, second quarter underway. We're at the Jared Cook Classic. A 4-point advantage being held by Sandy Creek. Turnover. If you're Coach McKissick there at Sandy Creek, I mean, you'll take a lead whether you feel like it could be more or not. Having an advantage is having an advantage as they add to it Xavier Brewer with the rebound in the lay-in. But if you're the Patriots, you really haven't gotten T.J. Bickerstaff and Evan Jester fully going just yet. You've seen Bickerstaff a couple early trips to the free throw line, but you're nowhere near all cylinders rolling, but you're still up. And it sounds like we got some cylinders, or looks like we have some cylinders in motion, as you got a potential three-point play the hard way here for Jared Godfrey. Godfrey comes in after scoring 19 points in Sandy Creek's last contest on 8 of 12 shooting. So an efficient performance, just short of a 20-piece. So a 9-point contest, the hoop and the harm there for Godfrey. Moss couldn't see if he had it poked away or just lost the ball momentarily. In a world of trouble, finds a lifeline. Nowhere to go. Sandy Creek turning up the defensive pressure. And Bickerstaff will go to the line. Good fast break there. Thought we could have seen our first rendition of Lob City South there, but a nice pass to Bickerstaff as he'll go to the free throw line. Lead double digits now, 11 points for Sandy Creek. How will Peachtree Ridge respond here over the next few minutes? Subbing in for the Lions, number 23, Tamir Harrison Chester. Tough three-pointer from the corner. A good contest there by Eric Williams, but it's still splashed there by number 24, Devin Vassell. Vassell, his second three-pointer of the contest. Brewer gonna try a triple. That one gets stuck. Those balls that do that always fascinate me, in terms of the angle that they have to come in at. Speed has to be a certain way. A lot of different factors have to converge for that ball to get stuck like that on a shot. I'm sure it amuses me a little bit more than it does the players actually shooting it in the team on offense at that time. So they'll take it bouncing off with the opportunity for a rebound versus being stuck there. Nonetheless, we play on. Miscommunication there. Somebody zigged when they should have zagged. But Bickerstaff was expecting Brewer to roll. So a turnover will give it back to Peachtree Ridge. Currently down by 8. Got that thing off of double digits quickly. Sandy Creek defense can cover some ground quickly. Vassell with the floater, can't get it to go. Ball poked around. Lions get another crack at it. Going airborne, coming down hard. There was Evan Jester, appears to be okay. Grimacing a little bit, but nothing too major. In a helter-skelter position, that's the best way I would describe it. But Sandy Creek comes away with the stop. Coming up on the 5-minute mark here in the second quarter. Brewer over to Jester. Jester will try the triple. Jester hasn't been able to get going just yet. Traveling violation will be called against Hiram Maxey. As Coach Keith Arrington for Peachtree Ridge suggests he had a little bit of help in going to the floor there. Like we said earlier in the contest, officials have been consistent in terms of letting both sides play. Coming up on the final 5 minutes of second quarter action. Knifing through, but that one's blocked. Maxey got a hand on it. Some key losses there in the offseason for Sandy Creek. Lost Christian Turner, one of the more underrated guards in the state during his tenure there. Produced, but now he's on at Gardner Webb at the next level. They lost rising senior, or current senior, 6'6" Elias Harden, who transferred to Pebblebrook. Led the squad in scoring last season, just under 21 points. You won't see Coach Mack and the Patriots crying over spilled milk. Plus, they've got plenty of talent there still in the cupboard. They're in Tyrone, Georgia. Now a timeout on the floor by Coach Mack and the Patriots. We'll be back with more Jared Cook Classic action after this quick message. Back out of the timeout, an 8-point lead there for Sandy Creek. Reverse off the mark by Jester. Peachtree Ridge has done a good job on him defensively so far. Jester also sitting back, letting the game come to him for the most part. Hasn't really forced it. It was Bickerstaff who was really in attack mode early on, back to the line. A couple times within the first few minutes. Jester just trying to find his place. Camping out there in the paint. You don't see 3 in the key called too often on guards. Tamir Harris and Chester getting the ticket there. Peachtree Ridge setting up the trap. Got the risky pass that they wanted, and they come up with the turnover subsequently. Ball in the hands of Collins. They nearly gave it back, but Jester knocks it out of play, unable to keep it in.
Hey, one rover cut, Shines, get in the middle. One rover cut, T. Get out the paint, come here.
Peachtree Ridge just sort of probing the defense here. Sandy Creek adjusting with a little bit of a zone look. Peachtree Ridge trying to fill it out. They'll kick it back up top. Coach Arrington gets a timeout. Didn't like how his team was adjusting to that zone, so they're going to talk about it a little bit. We'll step away and be back with more Jarrett Cook Classic action here at North Gwinnett High School.
Every day is another beginning. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream.
The 2016 Jarrett Cook Tip-Off Classic on SUV TV. Sponsored by CBA Sports, your sports construction specialist. Deed Chain, great acts are made up of small deeds. Shot Tracker, unleash your game, automatic real-time stats for every level of play. And Gatorade, the thirst quencher.
I got a high ankle sprain going for a rebound.
Injuries are part of playing.
I got hit catching a pass and broke my collarbone.
So it's good to know that the sports medicine doctors, therapists, and athletic trainers at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta are experts at treating young athletes. If your child suffers any kind of sports-related injury,
I got hit and dislocated my shoulder.
bring him to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
Out of the timeout, Sandy Creek getting the stop that they wanted there. Have to switch into a zone look. So thwarting the Peachtree Ridge offense, but they've been in a little bit of a doldrums themselves over the past few minutes as we've been stuck at 15-23 here for at least 2-3 minutes or so. Advantage still Sandy Creek coming up on the final 2 minutes of the first half. A good look initially, no good. Jester can't get the follow-up attempt. Vassell wasn't looking for the pass. So Collins with the turnover. Xavier Brewer with the smooth touch inside. The junior pushes the lead to 10 points. Not sure if Shaz Malu called glass. I'm sure Coach Arrington could care less. A 7-point contest with that tray ball as we approach the final minute. Godfrey with the ball. Sandy Creek being patient. Get it over to Brewer. He's a good shooter from outside. It looks like Sandy Creek might be holding for the last shot here. Vassell going for the 5 count. This foul will go against Tamir Harrison Chester. Subbing back in, Yuzu Onyekachi for Peachtree Ridge. Joined on the floor by Vassell, Malu, Collins, and Harrison Chester. So we know Sandy Creek is holding for the last shot. Question is, will that produce points? Get that out of here, says Malu, as he provides some help. Onyekachi trying to save it, gets a foot on the line in that attempt. 17 5/10 of a second remaining here in the second quarter. Xavier Brewer has the smaller Malu guarding him. He's looking to come out, set the pick. Go time. That one's denied by KJ Wilkins. Wilkins in attack mode, had that one blocked away. The officials touch base. get the call right, and it'll be Peachtree Ridge's ball, 2 7/10 of a second to work with. They get it to Vassell. Vassell, good if it goes, and that one will do it for the first half. A 7-point advantage for Sandy Creek going into the locker room at halftime. We'll catch you back here for more Jarrett Cook Classic after the intermission.
You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to get out of your neighborhood. You're not supposed to believe you can do it. Yeah, you were told you were going to be one of the greats. But they told so many others the same thing. You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to pass the ball so much. Or play like a giant. No matter what. You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to play 40 minutes and make up 40 feet and make a defensive play. A defining moment in your career. You're not even supposed to be here. And yet, here you are.
Usain, you're gonna be late! No worries, Mama! Hey, wait! You forgot your lunch! Oh, that boy. Not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late. Not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late. Whoa! Pardon. Oh, excuse me.
Yo!
Sorry about that.
Hey, boy! What's the matter with you?
Not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late, not gonna be late.
Huh?
Bye. Bye-bye.
The boy score fire!
5 laps, 10 win sprints. Wow.
Yes! Right on time. No worries.
Okay, lunchtime. Everyone outside.
Oh man, my lunch.
You're saying, right? You know, I don't think I'm gonna eat all of this. You want it? Yeah. Okay, then. It's yours. If you can beat him in a race.
Race? Him?
Come on, just from here to that tree.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, yes! I just beat him! I win. I win.
Okay. Okay. Here's your lunch track star. You know you're good, but if you want to be great, you're gonna have to take this more seriously.
Here comes a teenage sensation, Usain Bolt, speeding down the stretch. Oh my God, look at this kid!
Usain Bolt is on his way. The other men are trying to follow as best they can. Nobody.
This youngster is absolutely incredible. It's the lead to finish line.
What's the matter, you saying?
What if I don't win?
What if you don't win? Since when did you become so serious, boy?
Don't make me go there, Mama, please.
Look at yourself, you saying. You're worried about the big race, worried about the big crowd out there. So many worries on your mind that you forgot which shoe goes on which foot. Maybe you forgot who you are too. I mean, the boy I know has no worries, because all worries ever do is weigh you down. You saying you have to remember, you can always go faster when you keep it light. You see?
Okay. No worries, Mama.
Second half underway here at the Jared Cook Classic is Sandy Creek with a 7-point advantage over Peachtree Ridge. Things starting off well for the Lions. Their first opportunity is going to result in a trip to the free throw line here for Collins. Collins good on the first free throw. Collins good on the second, getting tripped up there with TJ Bickerstaff is Tamir Harrison Chester.
Foul is charged number 23, Harrison Chester.
So neither team really lit it up offensively there in the first half. Some of it was some pesky defense on both sides. This Sandy Creek length really bothering Peachtree Ridge on certain possessions as Bickerstaff gets the lay-in. And for Peachtree Ridge, what they lack in length from certain players, they've made up for with communication as Devin Vassell tries to get Coach Arrington involved. Coach Arrington, you got to be ready to shoot that one, man. The Lions turn it over. Coach Vassell and Coach Arrington, or Vassell and Coach Arrington make light of that one. I think Coach Arrington knows Vassell is going to do a lot more to help the team versus hurt it like that last turnover. 6'5" player already has an offer from North Florida and has done the bulk of their scoring up to this point. Oh, cookies. Still made there by Godfrey. Drops it off to Jester. Jester still can't get his first points of the contest, as he's had a couple point-blank shots that just will not stay down for him. Done a good job of not being frustrated or forcing things. I mean, this is a guy in Jester who had 26 points in their first contest, 23 points in their last. So not used to having as small of an output on the offensive end as he has so far, but still just trying to let the game come to him. He's fouled on the play. That one's going to go against Harrison Chester. Subbing in for Peachtree Ridge, it'll be number 21, Hiram Maxey. Give me that. That one smacked against the glass by Vassell. Pass up ahead to Collins, who goes up and grabs it. Collins called for the offensive foul. That'll be Collins' first foul. Coast to coast, nobody stops the ball, so KJ Wilkins just rolls the red carpet right to the third level for the easy lay-in, 20-32. 12-point advantage now for Sandy Creek. Good defense being played by Harrison Chester. Comes up with the steal, one man to beat. And Jared Godfrey wasn't going on that play, stuck with it. smacks that one out of bounds. But that'll bring in Cameron Miller, number 0, and number 3, Xavier Brewer. Already seen Brewer get a couple buckets around the rim. For Sandy Creek so far off the bench. Good pass, Collins, quick release. Can't get the shot to go. And it'll be the last touch by Peachtree Ridge back over to Sandy Creek. Miller with it, kicks it over to Bickerstaff. Bickerstaff, 3 attempt from the corner, no good. Collins skies for the rebound. Poke away by Miller. Collins had no intentions on letting him get to that one. Good hustle by both players. Substitution in for Peachtree Ridge, number 34, Izu Onyekachi. Easy push off for the official to call there. You just saw Peachtree Ridge get called for an offensive foul a couple possessions ago, and that was without an arm fully extended. That one an easy call to make. It'll go against Hiram Maxey. Miller to Brewer, pass broken up. Peachtree Ridge will bring in number 11, Devin Higgs. Turnover right there in front of Coach McKissick, who's not too happy about it.
Back, come help. Come help.
You'd be hard pressed to find a coach that would be happy about a turnover.
Hands up. That's a foul, too.
Miller called for the foul, trying to turn the pressure up on Harrison Chester, give him a taste of his own medicine. Harrison Chester, a great on-ball defender. Here for Coach Arrington. Miller trying to provide similar defense there off the bench for Sandy Creek. Baseline drive by Collins. Nice touch off the window. Chris Collins pulls Peachtree Ridge to within 10 points. Brewer in trouble in the corner, stolen away by Vassell. Lions off and running. Dropped it off to Collins. He'll take it from there with the easy lay-in. Peachtree Ridge turning up the defensive pressure. Now, make no mistake, Sandy Creek has the size advantage overall, I think, when you look at the combined length of a Bickerstaff, an Evan Jester, and Xavier Brewer, but you're not dealing with a bunch of small guys on the Peachtree Ridge side of things either. Both Collins and Devin Vassell with good size right there. Both those guys at 6'5". You got Onyekachi, who might be 6'3", but a very strong 6'3".
Outside.
They've turned the defensive pressure up here over the past few minutes and pull it to within 8. Miller's trying to work. He's tripped up. Looked like pretty good defense there by Devin Higgs, but still called for the foul. That'll be the 17th foul against Peachtree Ridge. That will send Miller to the free throw line. Three-pointer on the way for Vassell. That one kicks off the back of the rim. Pass ahead to Miller. Miller gonna stop, pop. Can't get it to go, but Brewer with the offensive rebound. That's one of those I haven't shot in a while. Let me put this one leg fall away up right quick. Don't get me wrong, Brewer can shoot, but you know, there you like to see him. If he's gonna go back up with it, get the rebound, maybe a dribble to gather himself, try to power up, but he'd almost shot that one in one motion. And come down with the rebound all the way. Under the 3-minute mark here in the third quarter. Jumper off the mark. Rebound by Onyekachi.
Come back, Dad. Come back.
Vassell with it. Miller has done his best to harass the guards for Peachtree Ridge over the past few minutes. Coming up on the 2-minute mark, calling for the pick there was Godfrey. But they will lose it out of bounds. In for Peachtree Ridge, number 44, Sean Williams. Evan Jester will check back in for Sandy Creek. Evan Jester's due. He's already shown that he's not going to force it. But he's too good of a player not to go on a mini run of his own at some point here in this contest. See what he can do after checking back in. Just over 2 minutes remaining here in the third. Baby jumper knocked down by the big fella, Sean Williams. Coach Arrington gets a timeout. His team has pulled to within 6 points. 30-second timeout. We'll take one with them. When we get back, we'll bring you more Jared Cook Classic.
You're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to get out of your neighborhood. You're not supposed to believe you can do it. Yeah, you were told you were going to be one of the greats. But they told so many others the same thing.
Back out of the timeout. 6-point contest as Peachtree Ridge has Uncle Mo on their side. Still chasing the advantage, though. Sandy Creek taking their time. On the floor for Sandy Creek, number 30, Chris Porter. He can shoot the ball. Xavier Brewer. Jared Godfrey. Eric Williams. And Evan Jester on the floor for Sandy Creek. Peachtree Ridge gets yet another stop, but they'll turn it over. If you're Coach Arrington, you love how hard your kids are playing right now. They've really made things tight on the offensive end for Sandy Creek here during this past stretch. But it's tough to see defense play like that, extra opportunities gotten, and you spoil them with a turnover. But I'm sure he'll take that energy that they're seeing right now. Traveling violation. Peachtree Ridge team defense locked in right now. Under the minute mark here in the third quarter. Brewer gets the rebound. Now in the hands of Jared Godfrey. Godfrey had 8 points there in the first half. Five-second violation forced by Vassell. For Peachtree Ridge, you have to take advantage of this stretch that you've had on the defensive end. I mean, they are just allowing no soup for Sandy Creek right now. Got to keep in mind TJ Bickerstaff as well as KJ Wilkins on the bench for Sandy Creek, but still more weapons than Peachtree Ridge is really allowing to get off right now. That's a wide open look from the corner. The southpaw three, in and out. A good look, wouldn't stay down. Access denied. That one smacked off the glass by Onyekachi. Coming the other way, we've got a foul on the play, and free throws coming for Devin Higgs.
Foul is charged to number 4, Williams, his second, team third. Higgs to the line, shooting 2. Boss checking into the game for Peachtree Ridge.
White 75! White 75! Press hard, Sean! Press hard, Sean!
Good if it goes by Brewer. Good shooter, but had a hand in the face applied there by Izu Onyekachi. It's a 6-point game. Peachtree Ridge in the driver's seat in this one. Yeah, they trail by 6, but they are locking down on the defensive end. We'll see if they can close the gap here in the fourth quarter.
The 2016 Jared Cook Tip-Off Classic on SUV TV. Sponsored by CBA Sports, your sports construction specialist. Deed Chain, great acts are made up of small deeds. Shot Tracker, unleash your game, automatic real-time stats for every level of play. And Gatorade, the thirst quencher.
Fourth quarter underway here at the Jared Cook Classic. Game 2 of 5 today here on day 1. A 6-point game. Sandy Creek has led for the majority of the contest, but Peachtree Ridge is locking down on D, and it continues into the fourth quarter. A steal and a lay-in on the other end by Chris Collins. TJ Bickerstaff back in the game, number 2 there for Sandy Creek. That one blocked away, but right into the hands of Evan Jester. Jester's lay-in, pretty sure those are his first points of the second half, but a turnover by Peachtree Ridge. Running ahead is Jester as Collins got a hand on it. Back in for Peachtree Ridge, Devin Vassell. Mentioned Evan Jester, not scoring as many points as he's used to so far in this one. So he's due. Bouncy guard has a collection of Ivy League offers and interest. And we'll get more as this season goes on. The step back jumper, silky by Devin Vassell. Mid-range work. Speak of some of the offers for Jester. Coach Anthony McKissick, no stranger to making sure his players are able to play college ball at the next level. Really compliments their hard work with exacerbating all opportunities to promote and get his players exposure. Just the second year as head coach at Sandy Creek for Anthony McKissick. Led them to their first region championship since 2003 last year. They ended up going on to the Elite Eight. All of his seniors signed scholarships to play at the next level. So So already a very good tenure at Sandy Creek for Coach Ant McKissick. Focused on getting this W versus Peachtree Ridge here. They've been able to force a couple more turnovers. Can Bickerstaff keep that one in bounds? Goes to the floor to get it. And loses out of bounds there on the slip and slide ride. Good hustle there by Bickerstaff. Shaz Molu checks back in. Devin Higgs gets a seat. Higgs responsible for a handful of turnovers here over the past few minutes. Scores 30-34. Four-point game. For those just joining us, Sandy Creek has led for most of it, but Peachtree Ridge was able to cut the deficit to 6 coming into the fourth quarter. Now they've edged as close as 4. You get the feeling that if you're Peachtree Ridge, you have to take advantage of how you've limited the scoring for Sandy Creek. Not to say they can't do that for the rest of the game, but you don't want to rely on that assumption. At some point, you got to score enough points to close the gap.
Come on, need this rebound. Got to box out.
But for right now, we can call a spade, and they have done a good job of keeping Lob City South grounded here in this second half. Look at TJ Bickerstaff. Had an aggressive start. With a talented wing with offers from Memphis, Georgia State, North Florida, to name a few. Has been kept quiet here in the second half. We'll get it to Jester. Jester with the lay-in. Godfrey with the assist. That's going to prompt the timeout as Coach Arrington looking to make sure Sandy Creek doesn't get off and running too tough. We'll step away for a second. Sandy Creek trying to finish the job. And welcome back to North Gwinnett High School. Just over 5 minutes remaining in this one. Points have been hard to come by here over the past few minutes for both squads. Luckily for Sandy Creek, they've had a good enough cushion to be able to stay ahead. We'll have another timeout on the floor, but we'll keep it here. Let's take a look at some of the other matchups. First, a recap. Heritage was able to defeat Brookwood in the opening contest. After this game at 5:20 p.m., scheduled start time, we'll have Lee High School out of Huntsville, Alabama, taking on Shiloh and the Generals. You'll have North Gwinnett versus Decula at 6:55. The Bulldogs will take their home floor and try to get a W over a very well-coached Decula team that is always going to make you play. And then the nightcap, 8:30 p.m., we'll have Langston Hughes taking on Gainesville High School in what will be a loaded matchup to finish the night at the Jerry Cook Classic here on day 1. And day 2 and day 3 will take place on Monday and Tuesday, respectively. So check out the SUVTV.com for the remaining broadcast schedule, as well as some of our other events coming up here over the next few weeks. Back out of the timeout. Lead back to 6. Tough jumper there along the baseline for Vassal. One he's capable of hitting. That one wouldn't stay down for him. J.J. Wilkins gets the step. Can't get the shot to go. Evan Jester. Told you he was due for a cluster of buckets. Averaging just over 24 points in the past 2 games. And those guys you can expect to have double figures each game. The officials will probably touch base here. It's initially called Sandy Creek's ball, but the officials touching base. So they come together, get the call right. Respect to the officials, not only for being on the play to make sure they get the right call, but also for not letting any ego step in the way. I don't know if you've seen it. I've seen instances where an official, everything about their body language and just looking back at the play, they'll know they're wrong. But rather than admitting that, they want to hold on to it. Not the case here with this crew of officials. Done a good job so far. With a few more games left, I would expect that high standard to continue. An 8-point lead for Sandy Creek now, trying to tip that one in. Was Godfrey, no good. Ball being kicked around. They play a game of Klinko. Jester came up with it, and now we'll have a foul. I believe it's going to go against number 4, Eric Williams.
Foul charge to number 4, Williams, his third.
Come on, Blue. Come on, Blue. Rover.
That'll be Williams' third foul. In a world of trouble there. Tough break there for Sandy Creek as they get called for the foul. You had Jester, Godfrey, and the half-court line as the third defender there. But Harrison Chester fouled on the play. Vassell splitting through 2 defenders, passes it. Looked like Bickerstaff got a piece of that one. Wilkins looking to go to work. No, sir, inside. Vassell moved his feet, got the block. Dropped off, and another lay-in there for Chris Collins. Collins putting together quite a game. When you look at his impact on both sides. As you see, 34, Izu Onyekachi trying to get under the skin of Bickerstaff. You know, Bickerstaff not really flustered, but did want want a little bit of his personal space respected. And Onyekachi trying to close it off. Towing the line, trying to make things uncomfortable. Grandson of NBA coaching legend Bernie Bickerstaff is TJ, so I'm sure over the years he's watched plenty of big-time basketball, now looking to be a part of it. Nice pass. Layup is blown, but it will stick with Sandy Creek.
Hey, touch somebody. Nothing easy.
Bickerstaff guarded by Onyekachi, trying to spin.
Same push-off as earlier.
And Bickerstaff will get to the free throw line where he was able to go frequently. I say got there, 3 times within the first few minutes.
Hey, gotta have this rebound now. Let's go, Blue.
Maybe not as frequently as they would like, but enough to get a rhythm going. But Peachtree Ridge since then responded and have made points tough to come by. So if you can create opportunities to get to the free throw line, not a bad way to go about it if you're Sandy Creek. First free throw is good for Bickerstaff. Pushes the lead to 7. Knocks down both. Coach McKissick gets a timeout. We'll keep it here. Some of the events that we have coming up. As I mentioned, 2 more days on the 21st and 22nd for the Jared Cook Classic. Then on the 25th and the 26th, we'll have Holiday Hoops Giving here live on SUV TV. A lot of good matchups in that one. Look at Norcross versus Green Forest. And then they'll come back that next day. It'll be Norcross versus Westside. So you got Ike, Obiagu, and that Green Forest bunch the first day. Then you come back and you face Kavon Moore, one of the better guards in the country. They're out of Westside Macon. That's just one of the matchups. But one of the headliners that everybody's looking forward to is Trayvon Duval versus Colin Sexton. That's just one individual matchup in what's a good team contest. But IMG versus Pebblebrook will be a great game there on Friday night. Some of the other teams involved, Oldsmar Christian. Willard will take on Vashon out of St. Louis, Missouri. You can see a full schedule by checking out the SUVTV.com. You can either look at the Watch Live section or browse the articles for a Holiday Hoops Giving overview. 8-point contest. The hesitation. Can't get the layup to go. Collins with the offensive rebound and one. Meat and potatoes, rebound and finish inside by Chris Collins. So 6 has been a common number for Peachtree Ridge to pull within. Haven't been able to fully get over the hump. But to make sure they stay within striking distance, as Eric Williams will have a seat for Sandy Creek, and Xavier Brewer, number 3, will check in.
Take the charge.
Pass inside to Jester, who finishes. Jester, 4 or 5 buckets here in the second half, all of them coming from close range, and they've been either those where he's had to catch in traffic and finish, or they've come off an offensive rebound. Extra pass, Collins now gets to Onyekachi. Onyekachi denied inside by Brewer, but sticking with it, the lay-in by Collins as he gets another bucket. Timeout on the floor, we'll take a timeout with them. 2:36 remaining, we got a 5-point game.
I got a high ankle sprain going for a rebound.
Injuries are part of playing.
I got hit catching a pass and broke my collarbone.
So it's good to know that the sports medicine doctors, therapists, and athletic trainers at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta are experts at treating young athletes. If your child suffers any kind of sports-related injury,
I got hit and dislocated my shoulder.
bring him to Children's Healthcare of Atlanta.
Every day is another beginning. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream. Gonna make my move, gonna live my dream.
DJ Webb Services blasting in the background. 5-point contest here at the Jared Cook Classic. It's basketball season again. We appreciate you joining us for another year here on SUV TV. Turning up the pressure there is Harrison Chester. He's been doing it all contests, but now it's crunch time. They're down 5, make that 7. Mid-range J for KJ Wilkins. Wilkins, pretty good last name to have basketball-wise here in Atlanta. I'm not claiming there's any relation. I'm just saying. He's just spraying. That's number 24, Devin Bassel. Knocking down the jumper. Mentioned he has a North Florida offer in hand. Trying to add to it. Lay in. Back-to-back buckets there for KJ Wilkins. First to mid-range. Described by Coach McKissick as a guard who can rack up points in a hurry. Now, I'd say 2 straight buckets out of that timeout. Fits the description. Deep 3-point attempt there by Bassel. Collins misses the first follow-up attempt. Can't get another one to go. Onyekachi has it stripped, and he will go to the free throw line. We'll take a look at an assistant basketball coach replay. KJ Wilkins hesitates for a second, sees a lane and exploits it. Jump step and the lay-in. Good body control there. Used that jump step for balance purposes and was able to lay it in. 6-point game, minute 36. Remaining in the contest. That free throw missed by Onyekachi. Pass ahead to Jester. Give me that, says Collins, and he's called for a foul. Can we get the replay on that? That looked like good defense. That is a crucial play right there. It looked like good D. You see the pass ahead. That was a hot one to handle. Jester just had to knock it down. You see Collins coming. Unless he got him with body, looked like all ball to me. But again, we slow down the replay just for the sake of us having the conversation online. We have the privilege of slowing it down. I do understand the officials have to make that call with game speed. And pouring salt on a wound. Jester misses the second free throw, but follows his own miss with the layup. Collins. Extra pass is made, and Onyekachi can't get that slam to go. Malu driving baseline. That's a good look. Good hands there as Jared Godfrey got it. Here's Jester. This is going to be a dunk. Known as a human highlight film around various circles there in Tyrone. That's the first glimpse we've seen of it. Well, that's an easy chin up on the rim. That was of the basic variety. Well, you can get that high, slam it that hard, and that's just one of your basic dunks. You're in pretty good shape. Evan Jester not playing games here in the second half. You knew he was due, and he's making it happen. A couple blue-collar buckets there. He's able to get the dunk as well. 57 4/10 remaining here on the game clock. For anybody waiting on the Lee versus Shiloh contest, running a little bit behind in this one. Some of it being due to free throws being shot. Timeouts being used as well. Lead is 11 now. Got to get shots up quickly if you're Peachtree Ridge. Moss left the layup short. Bickerstaff with the rebound, fouled on the play. And now it looks like it's just going to be free throw shooting practice. Is basketball, but Sandy Creek in victory formation mode. So now all they have to do is take care of the ball and knock down their free throws.
Who's got shooter? Come on, Blue, push it up.
Bickerstaff good on the free throw. Pushes it to 12. Peachtree Ridge just needs to get a shot up. Molu has that one deflected. Patriots flock to it. Coach Arrington calling for a foul, and they will send Godfrey to the line. First foul going against Malou.
Get in. Box out and push it up now. Let's go. Higgs, if they don't stop you, lay it up. Go, push, push. Come on, come on, come on.
14-point lead.
Foul is charged to number 12, Collins, his third.
As Coach Aaron just says, you're not going to get out of this one without having to go knock down some free throws.
Bickerstaff back to the line.
Hey, Blue, let's go. Hire him. Hire him. Just give us
Maxine checking in for Peachtree Ridge.
So TJ Bickerstaff at the free throw line. As this was an ugly game for Sandy Creek, but I think a lot of that was just credit to Peachtree Ridge for some pesky defense. They were not only pressuring the ball, you know, with players like Tamir Harris and Chester. They had Devin Higgs, Devin Vassell, Chris Collins. Great defense, great communication, really made things tough for Sandy Creek, but they were able to grit and bear it and get the points that they needed to in the end. You need wins like this over the course of a season. It'd be great if everything was, you know, milk and honey, but you need blue-collar wins like this, and Peachtree Ridge made sure they had to put in that type of work to get this W. Thanks for joining us here at the Jericho Classic. We'll be back with more live coverage.